And good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Music Free Gaming. All the gaming of those other streams, but none of the music. Hope you're having a fabulous day today. Just realized I did not grab the super awesome bag of Warheads of Extreme Sour. Now, the cool thing about the super awesome Warhead bag of Extreme Sour is that this is my pain. If you or any of your friends or neighbors or cats or other people subscribe to the Patreon at patreon.com/musicfreegaming at the silver level or higher, I will eat one of these extreme sour warheads because, you know, sour is a thing that I'm not into, so we'll see how this goes. But yes, today is the last day of the Music Free Gaming Valentine's Day Patreon relaunch event. Can I throw more words in there? Probably, but that's enough to get started with. Yes, the Valentine's Day Patreon relaunch event ends today about 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you want to get in on this event, join the community on Patreon, and everyone who subscribes, who's a subscriber through today, who's paid, all those fun things, you'll get 10,000 tickets that you can use in the MixPlay gift shop, which, if you're on desktop, you should see right below the video here. So yes, super awesome. Get in on that because it's a great deal. That's a lot of tickets. So yeah, if you subscribe at the gold level or higher, you'll also get a shout out on Twitter from the Music Free Gaming Twitter account. So also very cool and fun and exciting. All of those things at the same time. Can you believe it? I bet you can. All right. So it's a thing. I'm excited. It's really cool. It was really exciting for me to relaunch the community. So hope it will be for you as well. There are all sorts of perks for you as a subscriber, which I'll probably talk about it again throughout the stream, but the gift shop where you get to make things happen on stream, you can do that. Just go to the gift shop, use tickets and stuff. But if you are a silver level subscriber or higher, there are free actions, there are discounted actions. So all sorts of cool stuff. All right, let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. I'm going to be playing some Minecraft. And first thing I'm going to do is chuck my sword across the room. And then I'm going to sleep, because sleeping is a thing that should be done more often than maybe it does. We need to feel Mandolin's pain about the throw button. Okay, so the title for this stream is The Great Villager Relocation. So here's the deal. I have roughly 18 million villagers just sort of hanging out here, which was originally the idea. I mean, I really did plan on having all of these villagers here. That was the plan. And in fact, it's worked out okay. I also have a zillion and a half iron golems wandering around. Yeah, they're all rocking out on the dance floor here in the blacksmith shop. So one of these days, should grab some iron, replace some of these with blast furnaces. Maybe these 4 in the middle. But good news is I've got villagers. They're starting to make their way outside. Oh, I got to show you this because this is just stupid. So I built a hospital, right? I still need to get in, fix some of the, get some red wallpaper around on the lights there and stuff. But I built this hospital. And I had a villager come into it. Said, oh, okay, well, you know what? Maybe I'll as he was coming up to it, he took on the butcher role, right? These are butchers, right? You get rabbit stew from them. You can get, you know, all sorts of stuff. But what ended up being really silly is when I looked at them, I realized the butchers have the outfit that looks most like a doctor, which both intrigued and concerned me. So yes, I have butchers in my hospital. Maybe not the greatest hospital in the world, turns out. It's also just far enough out of the way. Yeah, maybe this side. I think maybe this side where those beds are is in the within range of the regen beacon. Okay, so, but I've got all of this stuff, right? I've got this house here. I've got the haunted house over there, which I haven't done much with for beds or things like that. I've got this little castle and community over this way. And I brought a couple of villagers here. They are apparently, boy, it's going to be one of those days, animals who cannot remember to close doors. And, yes. But I need to get more villagers places. Right? Because I've got all of these cities, and they need people. Mars needs moms, right? Isn't there a movie somewhere that was really bad or something? I don't know. I saw it not. But I've been taking opportunities here to relocate some villagers. I'm going to be doing some more of that as the stream goes on. Oops, I went too high. Did I went too high, flew too close to the sun. Yeah, this one. I have relocated a couple of villagers over here. See this little guy just jumping away. And then I have a Fletcher around here somewhere. There he is. Yeah. So my hope is that these guys will start doing the whole, you know, breeding thing eventually once the little one grows up, because it turns out breeding sort of requires some flavor of adulthood going on. So I was hearing bones rattling. Maybe it's underneath this building, which would be fine. Also hear him stringing bows and things, which is good. So yeah, I want to try to get these places repopulated and a number of other things. So that's my mission. This where is that skeleton making noise from? So yeah, so that's going to be mostly my mission today. Just beam back this way; it'll be a little faster. Is I want to get more of these villagers into other places in my world, which is a special breed of fun. Now, I need to do a couple of things. Actually, I need to jump back to my vault because I want to swap out some of what I'm carrying here. Let's drop off the acacia. I don't need that now. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing I ran into. I'll show you that here in a sec. Grab some dark oak because that's going to be helpful. Cobble and stuff. Okay. So, as I was playing around a little bit, just offline, seeing what I could do with my villagers and things, I ran into a small problem. So let me show you it from this side. This will make a little bit more sense, right? So I've got the farming community over here, their big communal beds system. because obviously they don't breed if you don't give them beds. That's just the nature of the beast. Also, they still live in compost bins. Now apparently they're time sharing in compost bins because there are multiple villagers there, and that's just weird. Anyway, so what I decided to do was open up a staircase down, which I haven't put stairs in yet, but it's all right. And that's just great. Came in down here, lovely, wonderful, and there's my nether portal. Well, this fence wasn't here, and now I have a problem. Or, I don't necessarily have a problem. I've got cats and chickens and villagers now in the nether. Because apparently nether villagers are now a thing. I can't put beds here. They won't breed out in the nether. I could put a farm, but that's as far as they're going to get. But yeah, these poor guys are getting to know the zombie pigmen pretty well. Getting to meet the neighbors, you know, that sort of thing. So, unfortunately, these guys just, they just meandered out here into the nether and are nether villagers. So what I had to do was fence that in. I put in a pressure plate on this gate so that villagers and stuff come back. Like that cat just came tearing out of the portal like it was haunted. Which, given the fact it's the nether, probably was. They can hit the pressure plate, walk through, and get out. Sort of one-way door for them, right? So, yeah, that's a thing. Now, what I'd really like to do is get a few more of these villagers out here in the swamp. Right? So I've got some beds and things, got some buildings, and I have this very lovely Witch's Academy or something. But turns out I've got a couple of problems. Right? I've brought a number of villagers this way, and they've all managed to make their way back into the castle. Except for this one farmer over here who is just happy as can be working his farm. The problem I've got is that villagers are dumb. Villagers are dumb. They do not know nothing. So it turns out their bed detection only goes about 5 blocks high, right? So they could potentially detect this bed from down here, but that's a little bit unlikely, actually, and which is annoying. Which means the villagers get over here and they don't see enough beds from the ground floor to realize that there's a place for them. And while I have beds up here on the top floor, in fact, I want to add another one over here. They just don't get it. So I'm definitely having some issues with villagers and getting them over here and keeping them over here. So got some fun relocation stuff I need to do with these poor guys. And I want to do a couple of things. First off, take a nap. You know, my very professorial llamas who teach witchcraft, because, you know, somebody has to. Okay, let's get back here. Now, I have no idea where my farmer just disappeared to. According to the Minecraft wiki, farmers or villagers in general do not respawn or despawn. They don't respawn either. They don't despawn. So it's going to be around somewhere. But where is the question? So as I said, I think a number of them they've either died or said I think like this guy have made their way back into the castle rather than sleeping in more convenient beds. And that means they're sliding back in here. Right? These guys, yeah, definitely a problem. So what I need to do is I need to arrange for some more beds. Some more beds and things out this way. So I want to do this in a couple of ways. First off, I think I need another building right around here. Also, I think what I want to do is open up this pool right here. And maybe drop a few beds, sort of decorate this and make it a little bit a nice place to lounge near swamp water in a cave, which really is the best place to hang out near swamp water as opposed to in the actual swamp, right? All right, but let's do this first. Right? Maybe. All right, now I did try. I've got some buildings over here. I need to put some roofs on. I think I may do that as part of the stream as well. Roofs and doors to keep villagers safe. The catch is, I think those buildings are a little far from everything. I think they end up being, I think they're far enough away they're a separate village, right? And they need to be part of this village as well. So yeah, I need to drop another building over here. And let's see. Right, these are fairly, I would say boring, but that's actually not necessarily the wrong word. Fairly routine buildings with, see, I'm doing dark oak and cobblestone here. So I think what I want to do is, yeah, let's drop this. How do I think maybe I'll start here. Right? And I will run this over to maybe that far. That's a thing. I can do that. All right. And now let's have to move this tree. Yep. Okay. Definitely move the tree. The tree gravity plug-in here is nice, but every once in a while, I don't want it to replant saplings and things, and that is the truth. All right, so I think I'll just use that. And I'll go ahead and come over this way. No, I do want it to come over this way a little bit more, now that I'm looking at it. Let's go ahead and slide over to about meeny, meeny, miny there. Sure, that's a place it can go. Why not? Why not indeed? Okay. And then this guy's going to slide over this way. I don't want to get rid of too many trees, but I do want... oops. Nope. No. Okay. So we'll drop in this way. Now, part of the plan here is I'll build up this house. Now I'm looking at it, maybe I want to go one block wider. It just feels just a touch narrow for what I want. I could be wrong. Could be just fine, but let's bounce this up just a little bit. There we go. Looks like that tree was made of cobblestone. Turns out the rare cobblestone oak. Petrified forests and all that, right? Yeah. All right, anyway, so I'm going to... That'll be good for the building corners. So this the goal of this building here is basically to it's basically to become a dorm apartment building. Bed storage is pretty much what this is going to do. I'm going to fill this place with a zillion beds because you need a bed to breed villagers, or villagers need beds to breed, which that's fine. Beds are good. I like a good bed myself, honestly. Uh-oh. Fell down the hole. I did. I fell down it. So the other thing that I'm going to want to do here is once I get this building in place, I have to play around with this a little bit. Of course, if I put the entrance up here, I don't have to worry about this side quite as much. I am going to put a staircase down into this little cave area down here. Now I've gone through and I've pretty much lit up this as much as I need to for the moment. But obviously I haven't gone in and pillaged this cave yet. I mean, there's still iron sitting right there, and I haven't gone up that way. All right. So I do want access to this area, but I will definitely be putting some flavor of villager guard on there. Gates or something. I don't know that they do trapdoors, so that might be okay too. But definitely something to keep the villagers from meandering down and becoming 2 or 3 different varieties of dead. It's a problem with villagers is you end up being dead, and then they're just not nearly as much fun, right? They try to eat you, and turns out being eaten by a villager, not high on my list of things to do today. All right. So let's get this floor in. Now, for the moment, I think I am just going to stick with cobblestone slab floors. Kind of like I did with that building way over there. It's over there, way over there. It's over there, full of whey. We're going to make some cottage cheese later. It's totally a thing I've heard that people do is make cottage cheese. Not me. I can't stand this stuff. But if you're into cottage cheese, I was about to say cobble cheese, which is actually sort of bizarre and silly and maybe not entirely wrong. Yeah, let me know. All right. So what I do want to, I'm going to go ahead and take this part out this way. Okay. And what I'll need to do here is going with the cobblestone, right? And that's where I'm going to build my happy ladder, I think, down into the basement, right? It's a nice looking basement, unfinished, but definite possibilities for like a movie theater, something like that. It's one of the things I've been promising myself I would build in this world as well. Is a stage theater where I can put on a new production of Sheep the Musical, which, for those of you who missed out on the first run of Sheep the Musical, in the my PlayStation. Wow, my voice disappeared. It cracked. What am I doing? In my PlayStation world, I built a I actually ended up building a theater, which was really cool. I liked that. And using a number of techniques, mostly leads tied to fence posts buried under carpet, I tied up a snowman and a sheep and stuff, and I put on Sheep, the musical. It was good. The reviews came back. They were pretty good. Not stellar. Right? It wasn't like a huge 5-star extravaganza. Everybody had to go see it now before it's too late. No, didn't quite get that sort of review. But it's one of those that just runs forever because it's cute and sweet and people love it. I couldn't tell you the plot because while I produced the play, I didn't actually ever see it or watch rehearsals or anything like that. So I assume the sheep is excellent, and the snowman just, I hear his icy glare is beyond compare. But it's so I'm gonna have to start a new production of Sheep the Musical one of these days. Of course, if you're gonna put on a play, you need a place to do it, and I'm gonna need a theater, and I just have not gotten around to doing that yet. Oh, look. Hi. So what are you... Oh, I'm too far. Let's see what the trader is selling today. Hello, trader. With your sea pickles. I suppose those could be good. White tulips. Yeah. Sure. Okay. So, he's there. It's nice to have a nice wandering trader around once in a while. If nothing else, as bait. Alright. See, he agrees. Traders make good bait. Now, I'm leaving that tree there. I actually do want it to grow right up on against the side of the building. Oh, man. Man, it is morning, and I still have morning throat. Do any of you get that? Like, the whole frog in the throat type stuff, where it's like, I can't talk, my voice is going stupid. Yeah, that's where I'm at now, All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just run this across, but I am going to tear into that in a minute to figure out where the door is going to be. Now, I think what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and fill in this space here. Okay. Nothing too crazy, just fill it in a little bit. And maybe there as well. All right, so now I knocked just a few. Actually, I think that one was accidental, but I've knocked a few grass paths things. Apparently, villagers like grass pads. I don't know. They're weird. Villagers are just weird in general, right? Okay. So I may knock another gate in this wall, but let's see now. Where do I want to put a door? I think I'm actually going to set it off center here. Now, once upon a time, the thinking was, more doors because you needed doors to trigger villager breeding and stuff, and that's no longer the case. So now it's just a matter of having places to be. So the next question. So I do need to... Actually, let me grab a crafting table real quick. Slap that down here. Make a couple of ladders. All the way down here. So, what I think I might do, right? See, I've got all this space under here as well. So what I think I might do is dig out a little bit of this, right? Just a touch, like, you know. And I'm gonna do sort of, I don't know if you've seen those like split level jobs where there's a basement, but the basement has windows along the top of the building. I think I'm going to do something along those lines here as well. So the way I want this to work, I think I'm going to come over here. So this is gonna jive a little bit with what I'm doing on this building there. I'm going to get rid of that egg. And I do not have any. Okay, I thought I had some cobblestone wall, but apparently not. Oh, cobblestone, you make the walls. And we'll start with that. I'll fill your swampy sides. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill that in. Okay, might take that out. We'll see what it looks like on the inside of the wall too. Run some glass panes right along there. Okay, so you can kind of see on this building. Let me come around over here by the farm. You kind of see, right? So I've got the cobblestone wall. It sort of insets around all of the dark oak. It's a little bit harder to see because it's all covered in vines now. You can kind of see it here too. Right, so I'm gonna do a little bit of that. In fact, if I do that here, I'm gonna grab this. Right, now that will actually block off all of this. I'm going to take out the dirt underneath that wall like that. So maybe there won't be a window there at all, actually. That would be okay. That would be fine. In fact, and then I could fill this in here if I wanted. But maybe I'll leave it just to make things a little bit, again, less regular. I say as I fill in that block. Okay. I suppose if I really wanted to, I could do some things. I could drop in some, maybe drop a little bit of water there. Sort of like this pond, sort of filled in that way a little bit. I love that waterfall. Yeah, something along those lines. Now the next question is, do I want this building to be 1 story or 2? Now, again, I've said villagers are stupid, but they're not quite so stupid. I guess their bed detection is 5 blocks high. So if I were to come in here, right, this is 3 blocks. I need some stairs. I need a bunch of stuff, and I am out of inventory space. I hate it when that happens. Well, okay. There. I do need sticks eventually, so maybe what I'll do here is I'll run some. Let's take some spruce stairs. Right? Or no, what did I do in the other building? What did I do? Let's have a little bit of regional consistency. I try to do that. Don't always succeed. Often intentionally, sometimes less so. Okay, so I just used cobblestone stairs. Grand. All right. So cobblestone stairs I can do. Right, so... Oh, I do need a little bit more light in this building. Okay, just enough to keep things from spawning in it. Right, and yeah, again, let's not have people spawn in the basement. That would be not great, you know. Honestly, as much as I want to have stuff, whatever, down here, maybe having monsters spawn in the basement would be bad, so... So, just, egad, I'm short a fence. Alright. Well, let's drop to the vault for a minute. Yeah, since I'm doing all of this construction. So the jack-o'-lanterns in there. It's sort of a silly place to leave jack-o'-lanterns, I suppose, but in with all of my sea stuff. And I have lots and lots of ladders, apparently. Oops. This is not... Alright, one of these boxes has space. I'm sure it does. Okay, that one. That one will do it. Okay. Great. It's not there. Do I have... I do have. Good, I don't have to craft. Let's grab some of those stairs as well. That'll be... That will be lovely. Alright. So let's now head out to the... So once I get this building in place... Oh, who is slurping? Is it a drowned? No, it's a villager with bad table manners. Alright. I'll get down there. Let's finish this side of things. Ta-da! Okay. So, again, this is going to just slide in here like this. You know, I have a shovel. I should think about using it, right? Okay. You know, I know, it seems silly. Why use shovels to take out dirt when you can just hit it a lot with your hands? I have that same thought every time I go to use a shovel. It doesn't take that much work to take this out with my hand, but... Alright, anyway, so let's meander up this way. I think I want the stairs to start here. I mean, the villager may sort of disagree, but you know, the trader there, but it's not his building, so he just gets zero input into this process. You know, which, okay, so that'll go that way. All right, so now the next thing, I guess if this is going to be 2 stories, I should have brought more cobblestone wall. That's all right. Sorry, my own personal weirdness kicked in there. All right, so this is going to come up this way. We're going to run cobblestone wall all along here like this. Right? And then grab some... Right, and then this slides this way. This is the floor. That's probably a little bit too close. Yeah. Right there. Right there it goes. It goes in, it goes out. It makes you want to pout, which is really, really sad, because pouting, well, you know, just don't do it. Alright, so let's see here. Definitely dropping some floor in like there. So that I can put a stair right. Really? Fine. I'll do it this way. Dirt, dirt, beautiful dirt. Okay, yay! All right, so this'll be fine. We'll just slap a little bit more fence. Yeah, nope, this is right. It's like, hey, wait a minute. Things look stupid. Yeah, they do for the moment. It actually looks really good underneath once you get all this in place. So what ends up happening? Right, so this goes in here like this. There's the dark oak. Run the dark oak along this way. Just like that. You know, typical blocky type house dealy bob. Right? And you get... So all the blocks on top, of course, now you get the ridges. So you end up with this type of deal inside, which I think is how I did the other one. Let me look before I lose my mind. I may have already lost it. You never know. Yeah. So you can sort of see inside this one. Right, you've got all of the... You've got the spruce. Now, this building is actually 4 blocks high. The other one I'm making a little shorter because I need the villagers to be able to detect the beds better. Right? They don't really come up here and see these ones or these ones well. Again, the villager bed detection, not ideal. Their workspace they'll detect forever, but their beds not so much. And so all of the villagers I've brought here have abandoned the village. They've gone back into the castle because they couldn't find beds. Right? Annoying, right? Yeah. Seriously. Say the trader agrees. And, you know, he would know. So what I'm going to end up doing here is building what's basically a 2-story bed storage building. Okay. I'll try to decorate it up a little bit from the outside, but in the end, what this building is going to be for is 18,000 beds, roughly speaking. Okay, that estimate might be a little high, but you know, good contractors, you always estimate high, right? And then sell all those poor people that you duped into thinking that what you sold them was actually what they wanted, right? Is that how that works? I don't know. I'm not a contractor. I don't know things. Yes, we've watched your stream. We know you know nothing. Socrates once said, the only true wisdom is knowing that you know nothing. All right. So, again, just nothing too crazy here. But once I get this in place, then I can get a 1.5 zillion blocks of dark green wool. Or, you know, regular green wool. That works too. And just load this area with beds. Or this particular building with beds. Now, the buildings... Now, that one's got set a few up top. It does have the one there right next to the saw, which I'm sure is very comforting for the person laying in that bed. I do not recommend that it be you. Just, I know what they do there in that. It's not pleasant to think about. The llamas who live in there and teach witchcraft. Turns out they've got a little bit of a mean streak, so you don't want to get on their bad side. Trust me on this. I need more cobblestone. Fortunately, I have more cobblestone than I know what to do with. I really should stop hoarding it. Will I? Not in the slightest, but I really should. Oops. Back to the project. Okay. All right, and up we go. Yeah, so if I do the same thing here, let's see. So, sorry, I'm talking to myself. I really should be talking to all of you, because, well, it is a habit of the old to speak to the wisest person in the room, and it is very often them. You know, thus saith Gandalf the White. Doesn't always make for the best content in the world. Let's see. Well, so, all right. Again, this building has smaller floors than the Witch Academy over there. You know, Llama Tail's Witch Academy or whatever I decide to call it. If you have a good idea for a name for a llama-run school of witchcraft, let me know. Keep in mind, this isn't like Hogwarts touchy-feely witchcraft. This is, we are severing people in half and experimenting on them while they're still alive flavor of witchcraft. Perhaps less, friendly than some might hope. Right? Sure. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is drop there. Is that right? No, that's too far away. It's only 2 blocks and then the corner. So that's fine. Just peachy. Also, I should probably make a few more torches. Otherwise, I'm going to find myself with undesirables moving in. And, you can't have that. That's just bad for the whole neighborhood. Property values go down. You've got to do something to stop. Oops, that's also in the wrong place. Cool. All right. It was there. All right, and the next there. And beautiful sunset over the swamp. I mean, it's one of the reasons I liked this area. It's just beautiful. All right, you've got this. I love this waterfall as it changes biomes going through the waterfall. Right, you get the blue of the mountain down into the green of the swamp. Oh, it looks great. All right. Now, all right. So get this in, make 18 trillion beds, and then see if I can. Also, I'll need to fill in the windows and maybe give this place a door. I have doors. Turns out I know where to get them. All right, so this is coming up this way. Now, same type of thing. I'm going to come up one more block, which means I need a slap dirt block down there for a minute. Well, that's wrong. Wrong. Totally wrong. All right. No. Well, that tingled and not in ways that one might consider appropriate. The dark side teaches you things that might be considered unnatural. Like using a crock pot or... No, I say that... Actually, I love crock pots. How do you know you're old? You like crock pots. Seriously, man. Crock pots are amazing. If you are one of those unfortunate people who still has to take classes or works weird hours or is otherwise normal, crock pots are awesome. Are you somebody that doesn't have as much time as you would like? Crock pots, man. Nothing saves you time like cooking for 6 or 8 hours at a chunk. Okay, I know that sounds really stupid. Hear me out here. You can make some really awesome things in very little time, very little prep time in a crock pot. But this is one of those things that Instant Pots are so awesome. Now, the Instant Pot is awesome, but it's also a pressure cooker, so you have to be really careful with how you use it. But basically, the idea with a crock pot is you do all of your prep work, which doesn't take a whole lot of time, or you do it when you have time. And then what you can do is you throw it on, because it can cook pretty much on its own for hours. Because basically it just cooks on low heat for, depending on your recipe, 6 or 8 hours. Some of them are even shorter, depending on what you're doing. But what you end up getting is this you end up getting a nice casserole, or like one of the things we made this week is basically shredded beef. What we did is we took a beef roast, right? And you can use whatever flavor roast you wanted. Ours was a rump roast, because who doesn't like eating rump? But yeah, so it's a nice rump roast. I was tempted to get a rib roast, but I didn't want to spend quite that much more to do it. Okay. And then we threw in a bunch of seasonings. I forgot what all. Some onions. We used... Okay, good. I've got spruce. We used green chilies this time. Last time we made this recipe, we used jalapenos, which is really the right call. I actually would recommend a mix of the two, some green chilies and jalapenos. The jalapenos were great, but just a touch too overpowering, a little too spicy. Don't get me wrong, I love spicy, right? I'm a huge fan of spicy foods, which is why I'm also a huge man who loves spicy foods. But it was just a touch overpowering. Oh, wait, I need more floor. Help me, flooring one Kenobi. If you need something to stand on, flooring one Kenobi is the one for you. Yeah, so I really shouldn't craft more of this. I have like 4 more stacks of cobblestone slabs sitting here. All right, so it was 3 more stacks, but still. Am I going to need more of that? I don't think so. I think I'm going to be good. Anyway, so you throw all this stuff in with the roast. Be sure you cut off the fat from the roast first before you throw it in there. Otherwise, you have to cut it off after, and that's a really, really pain to deal with. So we'll just slide around this way, just like this. Okay. Also, maybe I'll fall down, so do the slabs from underneath. That's okay too. But anyway, you let that cook with all of the onions and the peppers and all that stuff. So it marinades the beef nicely. And then when it's done cooking, as I said, it just sits there roasting for like 4 hours. Which is, again, very tasty. And a great thing to do. You don't have to babysit it or anything. You just let it cook. Okay, I need some spruce fence. Spruce fence, thank you. When you come back to it, right after it's done doing all of its, happy cooking, you just tear it apart with some tongs or a fork. It falls apart really easily. And you can throw it into, whatever. In this case, we did it on hard rolls, but it's also delicious on in tortillas. Like if you want to use it for taco meat, or throw it in something like that. But then it becomes just a quick and easy meat that you can throw on. Said it's great as a sandwich all by itself, but you can do whatever else you want with it. But again, you don't have to be there to babysit it, which means you've got you throw it in when you've got some time. Like you can even make it ahead of time. A lot of crock pots these days. How the heck did I make that jump? All right. Well, I'll take advantage of it while I'm here. Do I have... I don't think I have jumping turned on this beacon, so... Oh, I know what it is. I see. I'm catching the edge of the other fence, and it's giving me a boost. Fair. Okay. And now I'm going to need some dark oak slabs. Anyway, so as I said, we made sandwiches out of it, but because you don't have to babysit it. It's one of those things you can put it in the fridge. So most crock pots these days have a removable bowl, which is really cool. So you take that stuff. Okay. Also, I'm going to need some dark oak stairs, which will be fun. But let's see. Finish getting the slabs. I think that's good. Yep, almost certainly good. So you make all the stuff up ahead of time. And then, when you're ready to eat it, it's right there ready to go. You don't have to worry about cooking it, right? So if you're working like a 4-hour shift or you've got some other deal you're dealing with. Let's see. Oops, that's not where that goes at all. Or, I've got time now. I'm not going to have time later. Also, really good, super secret tip for parents, right? If you've got kids and activities, you could throw something in a crock pot ahead of time. Okay. And, okay. Right. Say, while they're at school doing their school stuff. Then when they get home, it's all sitting there and ready for them. Take out. Yeah, that one. And it'll sit in the crock pot and stay warm. Right? So that gives you all sorts of fun possibilities of it. The food's sitting there ready whenever people get home from their activities, when they or when they get home from work or whatever, and said, "Oh, here, food's in the pot. Go ahead and grab some." And you don't have to worry about, "Oh, I need to build 2 separate meals here. I need to deal with all sorts of other weirdness." Nah, it just goes. Speaking of things going, that's not where that goes. All right, now what I should also probably do here. This is fun. It's actually at the same level. I could build a bridge between these 2 buildings. I don't think I'm going to, but I could. All right, so let's grab some dirt. And what I want to do here is I'm going to grow sort of haphazard, okay? But I'm going to grow some trees up here, just like I've done on top of that building. Slap in some oak trees. All right, and then let's see. I was using dark oak trapdoors for this. I think I'll continue that. Which means I'm probably going to need some more dark oak. So yeah, crock pots are amazing for stuff like that. Often, and then when you have leftovers, usually you can just put them in the fridge, and they usually microwave up really well too. So yeah, crock pots are wonderful and amazing inventions. I highly recommend picking one up if you haven't already. If I haven't talked you into buying a crock pot right now, well, that's fine. But, yes. So. All right, so let's go and grab all of that, and I'm going to turn this into 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's 16 trapdoors. It's actually too many. But that's okay. I will probably use them later. Also, I'm going to need some dark oak. Yeah, not so much. I need some oak saplings. I mean, I like dark oak. Don't get me wrong. Dark oak is lovely. But not for this. Now, while I'm here, see how the villagers are getting on. Because with Valentine's, they're definitely still making baby villagers, which is a plus. You get a bunch of unemployed villagers. What else are they going to do with their time? Make more villagers. That's what you need to do. That is your goal in life, game. All right. So, ooh, you know what would be really... So I built this fun little... This is using beds as decorations, right? Looks really fun. I need to actually get out here, refresh this map, because it doesn't have a number of things on it. Like, this whole castle, it doesn't exist. The swamp, which is, I think, which is right here, doesn't exist, doesn't show on the map. Slap a couple of cartography tables next to it. Oh, that would look sweet. But that is a mission for another time. I forgot to grab doors. Oh well. I also forgot to bring some lights, but that's okay too. Yeah, no, this is fine. So the plan here, okay, is for these trees to grow, right? Then what I'm going to do is tear the dirt out from under it, put in a light source, probably a sea lantern, surround it with trap doors, and then so that's potted plants, big tree pots, right? And then they grow up and give you all sorts of good stuff this way, just decorative wise. It makes the building feel a little bit more part of the swamp. What I'm going to need to do too is get out here with some vines, and just sort of vine up the trees. Unfortunately, they don't always grow with vines growing on them, which is unfortunate, but it's just how it goes. All right, so we've got that. I need a door. I need a bunch of green glass because that's how this is going to work. Also, I need a trapdoor. Now, what I have found... Actually, let's see if they fixed it. It used to be a problem trying to... If you were on a ladder and the trapdoor was there, it would block things a little bit. They seem to have fixed that, which is good. All right. Fabulous. So let's do a couple of things here. First off, I do have inventory space, so that's a plus. Let's go burn through some shears. Making vines, because again, I want these buildings to sort of... I want them to look a little bit more like they're part of the swamp and they've been here for a while. Right. Now, what would be good here too would be some mossy cobblestone rather than just the plain cobblestone, but whatever. I think there might be some places too where some mossy cobblestone... I think I can do mossy cobblestone wall would look good as well, but... It's fine. I'm not being super crazy about it, so... I mean, you could, if you wanted to. You can go super crazy, but... Super crazy! Home of people everywhere. It's the Twitter theme song. Behold, I am super crazy. I'm here to say things that are super crazy. Yep, Twitter, political campaigns, it's all about the same. So you should, of course, follow me on Twitter, at Music Free Gaming, because it's fun. Also, I had a... So, of course, yesterday was Valentine's Day, which, you know, is a thing. I've heard people like to celebrate such momentous events as, you know, having a loved one, right? I, having been married for a very long time, you know, sort of ignore the holiday, but, you know, that's just me. Okay. Don't necessarily need all of the vines to go all the way up to the top, but... And this is part of the thing, too, with the trees, is... The vines will only grow on the backs of these stairs. It won't grow on the slabs, unless it's hanging down over them or something. So I don't necessarily want it to just be even, oh, look, there's vines every other block, because that's just how it works. Okay, good. Ow. So, right, so there's going to be some vines here. Probably, right, come on, right there. But having them hang off the trees as the branches overhang the rest of the building, you know, helps with the sort of overall coverage of things without being too crazy, right? So what I want to do here is actually want to do this way. I'm going to put a stair like that. I'm going to put a stair like this. And I'm going to come in here with a slab. Okay. And I'm going to come in this way. Let's see. I think what I want to do is let's grab... I'm going to take spruce fencing. I could. I'm also going to go this way a little bit. Well, no, let's try the cobblestone. Okay. And the door will go there. I'm going to push this back just a little bit, because what I'm going to do is then run some stairs down this way. Cloppity cloppity. Let's see, I actually have the stairs even. Okay, and I'll just chuck stuff across the floor. That's always good. You know, no build is complete if you haven't thrown stuff. Oops, that's not where that goes. If you haven't thrown stuff across the floor at least once, it's not a successful build. That's just the way it works, you know. You know, maybe I don't want the staircase there. I think maybe instead I'll just... I needed the stairs here because I was pushing villagers up this path. But maybe I'll just let the grass grow back and I'll just grass path it. Yeah, that should be fine. That should work just peachy. Right, just come in here with a little bit of... Right? A little bit of grass path going this way. Sure. That'll work. Heck, I'll even run like that. Yeah, sure, fine. That's a thing that happened. Alright, so now I need a couple of things. I need green glass. So let's go see what I've got in the vaults. I'm going to need the vines eventually, so I'll hang on to those. I'm done with that for now. getting to those. Get to that in a little bit. So let's see. Do I have green? I've got a little bit of green. All right. Time to repack the bag. Let's see. Oh, since I'm here. Hey, look. I'm here in my handy-dandy, place of residence. Let's see. What else do we need? I'm just going to stash those there. Don't need them right now, but, eventually I might. All right. So let's see now. What... I don't need the boat right now either since I'm not driving villagers around, so that's okay too. All right. Glass. Oh, there was some glass in this box too, so I'll grab that. And I have, very conveniently enough, some green dye, which is helpful when making green glass, it turns out. That'll work. I'm not picky. If I don't use it now, I'll use it someplace else. That's just the nature of the beast. All right. Let's take a nap and then go get the glass in. And then what I need to do is I need to buy crazy amounts of green wool. Yes, I did say buy. I have to go to Walmart and go pick up some wool. All right. So let us start. Glass. Actually, that might be sufficient for my needs. This isn't that big a building. Where's my... There it is. Okay. All right, we'll just run some glass here. Again, this building's a little bit on the boring side, and that's okay. I didn't... Again, forgot to grab some doors. Could always craft them, I suppose, but where's the fun in that, right? Okay, so we'll just... Again, just basically all I'm doing here is going to be building... This is just becoming a villager breeding zone. We'll see if these other trees grow. I might have to move them. Again, the issue you end up with is, is it too close to the fence? Of course, the smart thing would have been to grow the trees first, then put in the fence. That involves being smart, which is not in my job description. So we'll just we'll see how that goes. But yeah, you see here how the right, so put some vines right on the tree. As it starts to hang down, it'll cover some of those other spots. It'll be good. All right, so I'm going to need some other stuff. All right, so let's go. You know what I'm going to do? Let me just drop my backpack off. No, forget it. I'll figure it out. At some point, I will know what I'm doing. This is not going to be one of those times, but at some point, oh, look. I had green panes. What do you know? I should have looked closer. If I had looked closer, I would have seen that the panes were in my hand already. Also, campfires are perfect things to store in one's backpack. Alright, so let's go grab some cobblestone. So much stone. So much cobble. It makes me feel like I need to wobble. And rhyming is hard. Yeah, rhyming is hard. So I mentioned briefly that it was Valentine's Day. I was posting on Twitter. And that's the wrong command. Warp in. There we go. And one of the things I was doing is I managed to post some really stupid, what do they call them? Cones? Sort of roses are red type things. Yeah. That was fun and silly. All right. All right, librarian. We're about to buy you out of green wool. Okay. You know, I think I'm gonna buy some blue wool while I'm here. So, Yoshi, you are great. See, lovely, wonderful, and amazing all at the same time. All right. Oh, yes. So I should also mention, since it is that time. Okay, it's not that time. I'm just saying it is that time. This is the last day of my Patreon Valentine's Day relaunch event, which I know so many of you don't care anything about, but that is okay. You should care about it because it allows for all sorts of good stuff, including you being able to do super awesome things in the MixPlay gift shop, right? You can fire off movie quotes and stuff. You can do that anyway. You don't have to be a subscriber to do that, but a lot of those actions are free. You get them at discounted rates, so you need fewer tickets to use them, all that good stuff. Also, they're on Patreon. I will post random bloggy goodness, and actually posted a behind-the-scenes video the other day. Just, hey, what does it look like from my view when I stream? So that was fun. All right. Good. So now I can get these. Again, forgot the. I'll just craft them. Forgot the doors. I've got them already, but fine. I'll craft it. You know, it's not as if the name has crafting right in the title or something like that. Okay. So I am going to need roughly 10,000 beds. All right, so. Okay. Well, all right, that's fine. Let's go place a couple of beds and get things going. Now, these have to be, I have to start at this level, so we'll just, again, this is all, this whole building is basically just bed storage. Hey, how's it going there, Cookie? Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a fabulous day today. This fine Saturday. Or at least it's Saturday where I live. I hope it's a fabulous day wherever you are living. All right. Grab some more beds. Again, just bed storage. All I'm doing is breeding villagers here. Or that's all I will be doing. So they're going to need beds. Because if you want to breed, you'll need a bed. That's just science. All right, so here we go. All right, we'll just slap this in. Now, I should slap a couple things. Oh, it's raining. Nice. Rain can be fun, though. Depending on where you're at. Now, rain where I live, it just gets cold. But, yeah, hopefully rain where you live is nice and peaceful and charming. All right, let's do this. Let's move this crafting table somewhere approximately there. All right. All right, so let's now craft 3 more beds. Okay, so I guess, yeah, I'll go ahead and just do it this way. Now I've got the trap door there, which leads into the basement where, you know, nobody wants to go. It's creepy down there. Yeah, you don't want to be the person who gets told you have to sleep in the basement. honestly, I don't care that this looks a little stupid. Again, all this is it's just bed storage. All I'm doing is slapping down beds so that villagers, when they come over here, can actually find a place to sleep. Okay, which is definitely a problem because villagers are dumb. I think I've mentioned that at least once before. Right? So yeah. They have a bad case of the dumb and have a hard time detecting beds going up. Once they're in a place, it's not too bad, but... Alright, let me go ahead and just slap this door in there. Alright, great. Now that I have a place that's reasonably secure, let's head back inside and try phase 3 or something. Plan 17 of the Great Villager Migration. Relocation. It's not... yes, I'm relocating them forcibly, but it's not like I'm putting them at camps or anything. I'm just making them live in a swamp. There's nothing Shrekian about this. Prince Farquaad is not, driving people out of the swamp. I'm not doing that. No. No, not at all. Yeah, so. Row, row, row the villager gently through the cave. Merrily, 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 merrily. Your life you won't get to save. Okay. I forgot the farm was there. Plus side, I don't think that actually breaks anything, so... I don't... if I were to drop in it with my feet, it would hurt. Dropping in on a boat, less so. Alright. Take a quick nap, and then go... see if I can bring a couple more villagers down here. See, the catch is, with all of this stuff, with getting villagers here, is that they have to want to be here. Now, I suppose I could block this off temporarily. That would make it harder for them to make their way back into the castle. Then they sort of have to stay over there. I might do that. Let's take a quick gander. Do I have... I don't. Well, that's annoying. I do not have any cobblestone wall on me. Well, I will just have to find some. Alright, well, it's not as if I'm lacking in cobblestone. Apparently, I'm lacking in cobblestone. That was awkward. Alright. Alright, put that back. Yeah, so I'll go block off that one section temporarily while... See, while I do this. Now, they can still meander all the way over here, but at least they'll be close to the beds. Right? So hopefully they'll figure this out, right? At least that's the plan. But see, this is what happens. They keep walking back this way. And end up not being in the village. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Your Uber has arrived. I know you didn't call an Uber. I am picking you up and moving you to a new town without your permission. I know you're gonna love it. It's fabulous. Okay, it's a swamp, but you're gonna love it. It even has a school for witchcraft run by llamas. You couldn't ask for a more prime location. Alright. I'd actually walked them all the way across that bridge, but I made the... It's not exactly a mistake, but I chose to have that up a little higher. And now it's... Okay. So you go farm there. I'm going to slide this way. And I'm just going to very quietly block off that section of road. All right, great. Does make it slightly harder for me to get back, but that's okay. I have the intelligence that was given to a common toad, which the villagers do not so much. You know, sometimes I worry about their general well-being. How do they manage to... I know they can feed themselves. At least when mob griefing is turned off. Or turned on, sorry. Mob griefing is off. They can't feed themselves. It's really kind of sad. There. I don't think he was really happy about me throwing a boat at him, but... Turns out, I'm not concerned about their... No, I am concerned about their general well-being and happiness. I just want them to be happy and well-being. That's how that works. I just want them to be happy in the swamp. That's really all I'm looking for here. But it'll be cool because... Right, they get down here, they've got lots of food. Or at least they will eventually. And, oops, wrong button. There we go. Right. Start with the farmers. Right. They'll have lots of food. Apparently one of them had carrots in his inventory, so let's see how long it takes for this wheat field to become a carrot field. Alright. But what'll be cool is when they start breeding down here, it's a swamp biome, so we'll get swamp villagers, which you can't get naturally, right? There are no swamp villages. Okay, it's just not a thing that happens. So, not yet. Expect that to change in a future update, but at least for the moment, there are no swamp villages. So if you want villagers with leaves on their heads, you've got to take villagers into a village that you have built, and then hope they get busy. Also, they have to have food, you know, which is pretty typical of, you know, your villager breeding type stuff. They have to be well fed, and yeah. So should be great. Now, aside from the llamas, there are, I think, 4 or 5 job sites within the witchcraft school. So, you know, the Witches Academy. Again, if somebody has a fun name for a creepy llama-driven witch academy, let me know. Right? It's not something, you know, I can just, oh, I'm just going to call it Hogwarts, because that doesn't make sense. Right, so I've got myself now a librarian, which is good, because he's got... See, you come in here, got this nice little place here. You know, enchanting, you've got potion brewing, you've got torture bed, all sorts of good stuff. I don't know why villagers wouldn't want to live here. Close the doors to keep the llamas in. You know, it's definitely a place. I think I can say that with conviction. This is a place. Right? Yes. Alright, let's go find some more villagers. So these guys are... Let's see if I can find some unemployed ones. The problem with trying to move the employed villagers is they remember where their job sites are. And so they're more likely to want to return to those than stay where you put them. It's a little bit annoying, but... Sorry. Oh, hey. Here. Come here. Hey. Come here, kid. I know. Beds are fun. You can jump on them, but... I'm gonna... Come here. Or jump upstairs. I find this child's totally? Yes. Alright, come here, kid. Get in the boat. There's candy in the boat. I don't think he believed me. Also, I think I just tried to, you know, don't try to kidnap children. It's just bad. That said, I'm going to sit here and run around and try to... I don't know how many... Okay, tight living conditions. Very tight living conditions here at in the mountain. Okay, now let's see if I can get the villager and not the cat. Okay, get in the boat. Get on the boat. You want to be in the boat. It's a nice boat. I built it myself. It's a lovely boat. Okay. Okay, here we go. Yes, so again, there's nothing morally wrong about, you know, forced, you know, population relocation. No, nobody has ever who's ever been evil has ever done that in their lives. No, don't do this in real life. Forced relocations of people in real life, not great. Okay, it's bad. It's called kidnapping. You know, governments have a different name for it. Just don't do it. If you are in a government and you're watching this, welcome, but also don't forcibly relocate your citizens. Okay, this has been a message brought to you today by Music for Gaming. Okay. It's nice to see the farmer getting a shower. You know, like you do. Okay, now I'm stuck. Let's see if I can do this without breaking the... without hitting the villager. There we go. Ha-ha! Okay, so... Oh, good. He turned into a butcher. Which is what you want in a school that has a torture chamber and stuff. So, yeah. It's all good. Right? Right. Y'all happy? It's wonderful. So the trick is going to be to get them to come up here and stay there. I mean, this llama, I don't know what's up with this llama. He just likes to stand up here and look down on people. Which, to be fair, I have had professors just like that. Okay, rarely did they climb the furniture. Though, I think I had an art teacher who did that. But... Okay, yeah. Yeah, so you can see what's going on here. These villagers are trying to get back somewhere else. They're not quite seeing the beds over here. They should. It's close enough. They should be seeing them. So I think the librarian did. These guys 100% do not. Also, I should probably throw some torches down over here. There's just a touch of darkness in their lives. And, you know, well, this is maybe not the happiest place on earth. You know? It should be okay. All right, again, let's slap a few torches down in places just to keep the neighbors from showing up. And aha! They found them. Repeat, we found them. All right, great. So, yeah, see some of the villagers. They figured it out. The librarian, not so much. He's still convinced he has to go there. But this is why I've got the... See, the butcher figured it out. The librarian is just dumb. Librarians, usually smart people. Okay? Usually. They are great. This one, apparently not so much. All right, so... Now, the fun news is you could swim all the way up this waterfall and get to another part of the city, but you can't actually get into it from up the waterfall. Right? I mean, you can come up this way and swim. Swim, swim. Get on, you happy swimmers. Right? Right up the waterfall. But it's blocked off. You can't actually get into this place up here. Also, while I'm looking at it and have dirt in my inventory here, there we go. There. Right, so you can't get up into this chateau from down in the swamp village, and that's okay. While I'm over here. Not because I particularly need to, but I kind of do need to throw a little bit of light out here. The last thing I want is to have pillagers raining down on my... Ah! The llama! The llama pushed me! Okay, you know, I used to think llamas were nice. Ah, no, ow. Thank goodness for my Feather Falling 4 leather boots. Just saying. Okay, where'd all my villagers go? Okay, they're there. They're hanging out over here. That's fine. See, now they could still technically meander this way, just like I do, into the dock, and then back up this way, but should be okay. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to see if I can get 1 or 2 more villagers. Again, see if I can find the unemployed. A nitwit would be okay too, but I don't think I have one right now. I do have plenty of... a zillion and a half farmers. See, I thought, oh, hey, this will be cool. I'll put compost heaps in every corner, or compost bins in every corner. It'll look cool. It does look cool. Let's, you know, not be silly here. But you end up with... Okay, get in the boat, kid. But I ended up with 15 million farmers, which, again, isn't necessarily a bad thing. Because the farmers, now that they have professions, the farmers will give more food out to the rest of the village. So, yeah. I also need to figure out what I'm going to do in here, because the barrels and stuff are fine. I basically just put them there to... I went and grabbed, a long time ago, some villagers. There were some other villages I'd found out in the wild, and just sort of pulled them in this way. And I put in those beds and the beds and the barrels just to have the villagers try to bring them more into the cave, you know? And it worked, mostly. So that's how I ended up with villagers there. Now, the other thing I'll need to do at some point here is... Alright. Pop this guy out. Is I'll need to get a bell. And plant a bell over here somewhere. I don't know where the central meeting point of this particular town is going to be. But somewhere. Okay. So now, hopefully... It's okay. You can go in there, kid. It's alright. Actually, I'm curious if they managed to find their way up. Did they? No! That is a hard no. Alright, fine. Again, I know why they don't do it. But I would love to be able to slap a lead on a villager. And take them, just drag them right to where I want them to go. Alright, so... Yeah, it's... I had 2 other villagers here. Where did they go? So there's one. See, these guys, they've sort of lost their profession. Right? They've I don't know if they, because one was the butcher, one was the librarian, and they're totally feeling out of place. Which, you know, they shouldn't. You know, it's a nice place. What I might need to do is open up a door. So I could do that. I could put a door up here. Then they could get in and deal with stuff that way, I suppose. All right. Well, I have in my hot little hands the tools I need to do this. So let's grab. All right. So what I'll do is I'm going to put this. I think I'm going to do this over here. All right. Yep. All right. So let's see now. How do I want to do this? Go ahead and cut right through here like this. Okay. So lovely, lovely. Now, let's see now. Let's grab a cobblestone block here for the entryway. Grab a nice door. You know, I think because of the vines. Yeah, see, there you go. I think this door needs to be on this side. Right? Now, I don't... Let's see. I think I put... I think I put my glass blocks away. So, let's do this. Let me jump to the vault. Hey, vaulty, vaulty, vaulty. I have found you again. You are here at last. Okay. Let's grab some of those. All right. Jump back to the project. There we go. Now, my only concern with them having found their way into this building now is that they're going to cross the bridge back where I don't want them to be. But that's okay. We'll figure this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this glass here, and I'm going to replace it with blocks. Oh, did I miss a... I think I missed a... Nope, I didn't. That's glass all the way around. Awesome. Now, the vines can grow over it, and that's okay. You can still get in and walk through. Okay, so that should be all right. Maybe not fabulous, but I think I can live with that. All right, so let's now drop that. Slap those in there. All right. So now, in theory, which, you know, theory and practice being the same all the time, the villagers can now find their way up here a little bit easier. At least that's again, the theory. Lots of theories happening. But it is a school, so, you know, you go with it. All right, do I have... I do have a trapdoor. Not that it's particularly needed here, but... It's not as if there isn't enough water all around. It just makes it easier to walk across. All right, so... So let's see now. Just I'm slowly spreading out my lights around in this lovely swamp. You know, at some point, maybe some big Hollywood producer will row by lost looking for help, and I can direct him to the nearest dock, introduce him to Arnie the alligator and all that stuff. It's great. Okay. Okay, one at a time, guys. One at a time. But this is I know you're both tired, but seriously, one at a time. um. Okay. So assuming this kid doesn't drown himself, which is a definite possibility. Hopefully he'll. Yes, make your way over here. You know what? I may have to just start slapping some beds in the cave here. All right. Well, that's a thing I can do. I certainly am not lacking in wool to make beds. All right. Now, the problem with putting beds over here is that I don't want to close this off. So it becomes very hard. Right, I can't exactly put... I don't want to put doors in here and that type of thing. Though I could slap some green blocks back here. Carve in this way a little bit and just turn it into this nice little... Right, make that window... Okay. Alright, I could do that. That's a thing that can be done. Alright, so let's see. Okay. Do I want to do... Yeah, I think I do want to do blocks here rather than panes. And so let's run... So let's run some blocks. Yeah, this way. Yeah, that should do it. We'll just come down this way. Now, notice I'm not blocking it off all the way. It's for two reasons for that. One, saves a little bit on glass. And two, I don't want to. But I also could potentially, if I bring something like sea turtles or something in here, then I can... then they can swim under. And it'll be fine. Right? Sure. All right, so let's take this. How do I want to do this? That is the question. The question of the day, how do I want to do this? All right, let's... I've got some of this... some of these smooth stone slabs. Just going to use them for roofing in another part of the build, but this'll... I think this'll be good here. I'll take that out. I want to do... Oops. Yep, now I've done it. That's it. I've broken the hydrology. We're just... All right. Okay. You gotta be careful when dealing with water. You know, it's it has a tendency to go places you don't necessarily want it to go. All right. So if I do this right, I might be able to now fix this, so the water doesn't come pouring in through the door here. I think what I'm gonna have to do is drop that as well. Okay. Yeah. That's looking reasonably okay. Alright, great. So that goes there, and this goes here, and do a little bit more like that. And let's... Oh, this could be fun. So I'm going to put a couple of slabs here like this. And what I want to do is dig out behind them. Okay. Right? Nice, simple. And, so here's the next question. Do I want to... How do I want to do this? So that really is the question. How do I want this to... How do I want this to go down? I'm going to take out some of these blocks here so I can see what's going on. Now, what would be kind of cool is I could just run some... I could run something like sea lanterns or jack-o'-lanterns behind there. I mean, that would be okay. I could slap some netherrack there and just let it burn. Right? Just like some Ellie Goulding song or something. I'm gonna let it burn, right? That's how that works. All right, now I think, yeah, vault. It's not quite where I want to be because I don't think I have jack-o'-lanterns down here. And yes, jack-o'-lanterns, not sea lanterns. I usually use sea lanterns for stuff like this because they're relatively cheap, but I like the blue light. But here I want to go with a little bit. I thought I'd put the jack-o'-lanterns in here. All right, where did I stick my jack-o'-lanterns? I had a zillion of them. Where did I put them? I thought I left them in here. Well, friends, they seem to not be here. All right. It's all the bees. Yeah, so I've got honey farms going on here. Should probably take a moment. All right. Well, this is gonna be messy here for just a second. Okay, there we go. Just take a moment, refill my dispenser there. I also have a couple of other farms up this way that are now filling out all of these blocks. Because my plan is eventually to... I think that's going up. My plan here is to eventually have... Just drop that off for a minute. Have enough honey blocks that I can build an entire building out of honey. Which is going to look super cool if I can do it. All right. So these are simple. If you want to build these machines, the instructions are up on the Minecraft wiki and Gamepedia. Right? I didn't invent anything here. I'm just gonna refill the dispensers. Right? So the bees come out here, they pollinate, right? And then they fly back in and create more honey in the hive, in the bee nest. This guy, similar thing, except these ones, okay, make sure they don't fly out. This one does, oh, I can't see them here. This one uses shears. Ah, cheese monkeys. All right. Two things. First off, come back here, bee. Come back here. Both of you. Both of you, get back here. Okay. Very carefully. I don't want to accidentally hit them. That would be bad, right? So these have dispensers with shears, so... Yeah, the problem, what I really need to do is put some blocks right here so that when the shears fire, it only drops straight down, but that's a problem for another time. Meanwhile, I'm getting bullied by bees. Okay. All right, there we go. I accidentally hit one of those bees once, and every bee in the hive came out and stung me and died, which was bad for the bees, but also not great for me. Oh. Yeah, so they're creating honeycomb, which I'll turn into these honeycomb blocks. Right, and it'll be great. really good stuff there. So, okay, but I thought I had, the whole point of this exercise is I thought I had jack-o'-lanterns down there, but apparently not. It's because they're in this box. Well, that's a place for them. Not a bad place for them, just a place for them. All right, so I'm just going to check on these villagers. Make sure they're... Obviously, those guys aren't doing anything. But check on these guys. Make sure they're still reproducing. Which, hey, baby villager, so that's a plus. But meanwhile, I've got... I don't know why these guys get stuck in these bins. Maybe because there's compost in them? I don't know. Whatever the reason, they are getting super, super cozy in this. You know, and it's bad enough, right, that they're sleeping, you know, 8 abreast here in the communal, you know, bed area. All right. Where's he dying? I heard him die. Where did he die? Where? I heard it. I did. You heard it too, right? The sound of an iron golem dying? Where did it happen? I mean, there are a bunch of them around, so... But... It definitely died somewhere. I had a cat spawn and die. Maybe it... Okay. Maybe it spawned in the lava up there? I mean, that would be weird, but... Okay, you know. Oh. Dude. Okay, hang on. I gotta run outside for a minute. What? Oh. Oh. I see what happened. Oh, he's looking scorched. This guy is not looking good. Also, those villagers are... So he basically just walked over here into the fire. Oh. Oh, the humanity. Oh. Oh.
Is this blood?
That's not good. Oh. Oh, that's bad. That would explain why I also heard a cat die out here. Oh, don't do it, man. Don't do it. You have too much to live for. How did those villagers get up there? Seriously, how the heck did they get up there? You can't climb that way. All right, let me go up. I can't remember now. Do I have a... I don't know that I have a way out up here. That goes into the farm. This goes up. Yeah, there's no... Okay, I guess you could walk from that way all the way over there. Oh! Oh, the burning. That itching, burning sensation. Oh, the poor iron golem is getting cooked. You know, I was not expecting... was not expecting the golems to... or anyone else to walk up here. Oh, man. You do not look good, man. I should... Oh, somebody's ready. Maybe I should put a fence here or grab some... I don't have cobblestone wall on me. I've got cobblestone. I don't have stone brick wall. Oh. Well. Goodbye. Farewell. Wow. All right. Well, you know, sometimes you just gotta walk into fire and repeatedly and leave yourself scarred and mutilated and then eventually do it over and over again until you die. Don't do that. That's not nice. It's not good. Yeah, but those villagers are in a bad way because I don't think they can get up. Right? Ah! Well, I suppose they could. If I, there, if I take that block down. Of course, I don't know that I can get down now. Okay, once again, grateful for the feather falling boots. Those guys walked a ways to get up there. All right. I mean, I understand wanting to get away from the hustle and bustle of the big city, but they just perched themselves right up on a cliff. So, okay, but now they can get back. I mean, there are certainly other places they could fall down, but now they can get back. Or they'll sit and just stare into each other's eyes. I mean, admittedly, Valentine's Day wasn't that long ago, so... Yeah, that's right, guys. Come... Oh, I might have to take out this block, too. There. Now they can get up. I mean, it was not... Or they'll just walk down. That's okay, too. Just don't walk in the fire, okay, guys? Seriously. It would hurt. Don't do it. All right? Don't follow the example of the Iron Golem. 'Cause that would hurt. All right. Unfortunately, they're like stuck there, so... Oh, you know what? Since they're stuck there, and they're unemployed. Here. Let me grab one of you. Let's see. Here, you get in there. Let's go this way. We're just gonna row our boat all the way over here. Merrily, 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 merrily. Let's just slide this way. Right? Sure. This will be great. This will be great, right? I've got the whole villager relocation plan happening anyway. All right. So you hop out. Yep. You now think you're a farmer, which is, you know, farming is a great, great profession. I know many farmers. Okay. Which is good because there's another farmer over here somewhere, or there was. There used to be. Oh, yeah, there he is. He's hanging out right there. So, yeah. That's awesome. Maybe those two will then get to know each other better. And we'll want to repopulate over there. In the meantime, let's grab this guy. Hey. Oops, that was... All right. I just want to put down a boat. Thank you. All right. Same thing, man. We're just going to row our way right over here to this little village. Aha! Villager relocation is proceeding as... Well, maybe not as planned, but it's definitely proceeding. which is works for me. I'm all for proceeding here. We have a record of the proceedings, and turns out that's because we couldn't afford to do it on compact disc. Ow. I mean, both of them seem to have been unpleasantly surprised by that, but hey. Look. Look, gang. You've got... Each of these houses has beds. There's one there. Of course, I built these before I really realized their ability to go up. This one had a problem. Villagers kept climbing up here and getting stuck. Of course, those beds are useless anyway. I should move them. If you don't have 2 blocks above the bed, the villagers won't use them. I mean, they might sleep in them, but they can't use them for breeding. Okay. Meanwhile, that farmer is a fiddler on the roof. So I'm hoping now that this guy, this happy unemployed villager, will decide he wants to live over here. And that the 3 of them will conspire to repopulate this town. I had a villager up in that castle. He just bugged out. I have no idea where he is now. Okay. Next on Villager Watching. All right, we have found 2 villagers in the wild. What are they going to do? Are they friends? Are they enemies? We don't know. Stay tuned for the next episode of Villager Watching. All right. So, yeah, anyway.
I hope they're happy. I hope they have long and happy lives.
All right. So, I could teleport where I want to go, but I'm just going to... Oh, it must be night. Okay. Okay, cool. These guys, I think, are sort of forming a village on their own. Oh, come on. It's almost night. How much more night do you want it to be? I mean, really? Oh. You know, I was going to come out here and put roofs on these buildings today. That's how far I've gotten with that plan.
Okay.
Well then, I'll just go to sleep and dream of a better day. Alright. So again, the Great Villager Relocation Project is doing things. Chris, I think, actually, it's the other side of the wall, so... Woohoo! Alright, so, other than these guys somewhat being unable to keep their jobs, which is weird because they don't really have bosses. Yeah, go ahead and just do that. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. That'll be just fine right there like that. Okay. Great. So let's grab a... drop a slab right there. Put the door in. I think I want the door to be on this side. Okay. Great. Yeah. That's fine right there. It's got an appropriately spooky look to it. You know, it'd be nice if these villagers just remembered where everything was. I mean, is that too much to ask? Probably. But, you know, sometimes you just have to ask those hard questions. Where did I park my car? And who is this person, wearing my pajamas? Okay, these are the hard questions in life. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and open this up just a bit. Alright, now I think what I might do, too, is take some of these jack-o'-lanterns and put them in the water. Just to sort of add some light in that direction as well, but that's okay. Alright, so let's dig out this way a little bit. Right, nothing too bizarre. We'll just open up the ceiling here just a touch. Which I need to do anyway, but... Okay, now what I don't know is how nice I want this to look, right? It's always the question, how nice do you want things to look? I do need a crafting table. Just going to litter crafting tables everywhere because, it's a thing. Alright, so now let's grab some stuff here so I can make a couple of beds. Alright. And I'm just going to line them up. As much as I'd like to do something that, looks super cool here, I'm not going to. Ha 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 ha! That'll show you. Alright, so that might work. And what I could do is grab a number of other things, but let's do this. Let's run... I'm going to run this up this way. Okay. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a little bit of a... Just going to give it a little bit of a more finished look right around the window. Okay. Okay, nothing too crazy here. Just a little bit more finished. And then, let's see. Let's come around on the outside here. Because what I want to do is replace this dirt like that. Okay. Oh, yes, the great farming dance. Okay. Oh, good. The butcher's here. Oh, yeah. There we go. We've got our librarian. Dude wants a lot for looting 3. Butcher, what do you want to do? Yeah, stuff. Okay. So good. So the way this will work, I've got a couple of... I can have a couple of librarians, butcher, leather worker, cartographer, couple of clerics. So yeah, good stuff happening this way. The catch is, are they going to figure out where their beds are? I think they might. Oh yeah, a couple of librarians and a butcher. Oh yeah, this is a great school for people. Send your kids here. It's all good. They'll have a grand old time. Sure, right? I mean, they've already got, pickled villager head going up here. Right, you got a nice fire going. Yeah, definitely a place you'd want to go to school, right? Sure. Absolutely. Cool. And hey, more llamas. right? Because who doesn't want more llamas in their life? Yeah, I could silk touch some turtle eggs. Bring a number of sea turtles out here. Oh yeah, this would be great. Right, I mean I could put some, because right there's all the seagrass here, which you can then make them breed. I'll need to give them some sand, because just like a cat, sea turtles need a sandbox. Okay, right, all right. And let's craft some more beds. Okay, that'll work. You know, just to give them a place to call their own. Theirs and all of the other villagers that show up here. But yeah, if I get a couple of banners, hang some banners out here, they'd have a nice... Yeah, I can do 2 more. They have a nice spot to sleep. You know, look sort of like towels. It'd be great. Okay, and I guess I'm going to have to, yeah, maybe not drown, but definitely place a block. All right, boom. Great, so that's, I hope, going to give me enough, I hope that'll give me enough space here to at least keep some more villagers aware of what's going on in life. Right? We'll go with that. You want some aware villagers, right? But yeah, you can get some turtles that'll go through there. You won't get spiders in here, but you'll definitely get, if I were, you know, potentially fish or squid or other less harmful, you know, sea mobs. Though I don't think squid spawn in, swam in swamp water. But, you know, you go with it. Okay, so got some llamas going. We got some, well, the villagers have stepped outside for a moment, but so this is why I put it on the other side, so that you can actually walk through the vines and use the door. Otherwise, it'd be tough. All right, cool.
Awesome. We have villagers and they're here.
Okay, now my hope then is that they will start breeding. I don't want to I don't want to bring more villagers from over on the from inside. I'd really like these guys to decide that they need more villagers on their own. Because that would be best. Okay. Dude, where are you going, man? I mean, I'm aware that it's nice out. It's a nice night, you know? Sometimes you just gotta wander around at night, but there are beds all over the place. There are beds up there. There are beds all over. You should take advantage of that. Meanwhile, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that it's dark to see where it's dark. So I can try to make it less dark. All right, so a few more torches. Okay. Just a chance here to, you know, bring light to the darkness. And, you know, keep the bad things away. Just so slap a few slap a few jack-o'-lanterns out here in the actual swampy area. Right, just to hopefully spread a little bit of light out into the water just a bit. Hopefully keep drowned and stuff from spawning out there. Maybe a little slime. All right. Great. So, see, the farmers are good. They know where their beds are. The villagers or the librarians and stuff. I might have to do something about this. Okay. Okay. All right, great. See, now he's found a good place to sleep. I mean, admittedly, it's a little soggy. You get up out of bed, you know. But all right, so let's light up this pool just a little bit, you know, just to give it a little bit of well, you know, light. Will also mean I won't need quite as much light around the outside, but that's actually less important to me at the moment. Well, we'll figure out if this guy discovers what beds are. I, on the other hand, am going to slip right through here, have a quick nap, because naps are a thing. Oh, I'm a big fan of naps. I don't know about the rest of you, but... All right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna have to expand some stuff. Okay, so let's see about putting some roofs on those buildings. Roofing has never been one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft, but it's definitely a thing to do, so... It does tend to keep the rain out. Alright, so let's grab some of this. Okay. Well, that's... Okay, that works. Alright, so what I wanted to... words! What I want to do is take these smooth stone slabs. I'm going to use them for roof. And I'm going to do it this way. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run some slabs up across the top here like this. Oh, that's not going to be annoying at all. Okay, there we go. The idea here is that I want to have a roof. That's pretty much the idea. That's it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run some slabs this way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do sort of it's almost a modern style, actually, that puts two angled roofs, but sort of offsets them like this, right? So this side's going to come up lower, this side will come up higher. And then what I want to do is run something along the ouch. Okay. And then I'm going to run something inside, you know, probably glass, to do sort of sunroof type. Right, if I'm going to have the gap between the windows, I want it to let some light in. Okay. So we'll start there. And let's see, do I have dark oak is what I think this is. I also have my fingers on the right keys now, so let's try this again. Haha.
I was right. It is dark oak.
So that'll go there. That'll go there. And then, let's see. I think I want to come up. I think I want to come up this way. Okay, like that. And I might, yeah, I should go up one more like this too. And then this is going to come that way. All right. See, like this. And then what I'm going to do, this is going to be temporary. Okay. Kind of want to go like that. Right, where, though I could overlap it a bit more. I think I'll have to see what it looks like when I get a little closer to it. Just getting that side done. All right, so this is going to slide right on over here like this. And same thing. Also, I should pick up those slabs while I can. Because it turns out being able to have slabs is important if you want to place them. I know. Dropping weird realities, it's screwing with your head. But yes, if you want to place smooth stone slabs, you have to have smooth stone slabs. Okay, it's just the nature of nature. Okay, so this will slide right on over like this. That pillager head is freaking me out just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I do want to come up and do a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a slab here. That'll give me something to target off of. All right, now let me go. I need to go pick up some more so I can finish this. Finish the top of this. But it'll be good. Then I can run some glass inside there. That'll look.
Ah, excuse me.
Yeah, that'll look just peachy. All right, so let's make our way back inside to the stone cutter over here. Or in this case, the bone cutter. Okay, yes, I know. It's Valentine's, not Halloween, but still. Okay. That should work for now. Are you all alone now? Did your compatriots forget how to do stuff? I think they did. Oh, yep, because now that person's a fisherman. I suppose if I trade with them, then they're done, and they stick, and they don't lose their professions. I'm just hoping these guys get enough food. They start, we'll start, making more villagers out here. There's certainly enough beds. Somebody will meander up here? Guess it could be. I mean, there is a floor up here. Oh yay! All of these grew. Awesome. Well, since I'm right here, let's go ahead and slap the jack-o'-lanterns down. Nice. And I can take out all the torches because those are going to provide plenty of light even after I slap these. Now, I'm intentionally, especially these ones by the outside, putting them on the top so that I can jump on them and go up if I want to. Though there's a significant amount of tree in the way on that one. Okay. Okay, so that lack of floor tends to be a problem when dealing with gravity, but it's all right. Okay. Great. Got some potted trees. Need to get some leaves on them, or some vines on them. But actually, I think I put vines in the box. What's in the box? Vines is what's in the box. All right. Let's see. All right, so we'll just slap some vines on things up here. Now this one doesn't quite hang the way I'd like, but it's all right. You know, sometimes you can't have everything you want in nature. Sometimes you just have to go with it on your own. See, this guy lost his job again. You know, the university is not that strict. The academy is typically okay with substandard help. I mean, after all, they hired llamas. Hey, how's it going there? What's that, Dreekster? I hope I pronounced that right. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fabulous day. All right. So, this should be... All right. Oh, and thank you for the follow. That is super awesome. All right, so let's get over here and get a few more of these... a few more vines on this tree. All right, that should take care of that mostly. I kind of also a few here as well. All right, nice. Nice. Put away the step ladder. You know, always important step. Also, ladders are important. Okay, yeah, that villager he's just convinced there's a bed up that waterfall. And he's not wrong, it's just hard to get up there. Do I play alone? I do when I'm on stream, though there are other people who have access to the server. I can't grant access to that. All right, so... Yeah, so hopefully these guys are going to figure out what their task in life is. Yeah, meanwhile, this guy's decided to forego education and just fish for his whole life. And I tell you, I know people like that. It's like, you know what? Given my choice, I'd rather be fishing. And you know what? I can't blame them. Not that I particularly like fishing, but I can understand the attitude. Put that there. All right. So hopefully these guys will... is he going to figure out he can walk, swim across the pond? Okay. He should be able to. Yeah, come on, man. You can do it. Really, you can. You know what? I can trade with you once. That'll lock in his happiness or whatever. You're now a fisherman forever, whether you like it or not. Where are you, life? I'm not... You asking where I live? Is that... I live in Colorado. That's about as much detail as I feel like going into. Ah, you're from Germany. Awesome. One of my coworkers is from Germany, actually. Yep. I have a coworker from Germany and one from Switzerland. They spend a lot of time. Oh, cat. Now I know this is officially a village because there are cats in it. Yeah, they spend a lot of time chatting in German. Okay. So let's see now. A couple things. That can go in there. That can go in there. I need the boats. Why do I need the boat? I need to grab some more villagers. Right? Because they're nice and lovely, right? Right. See if I can find some unemployed ones. So again, those ones tend to relocate a little nicer than ones that have jobs. All right. About to drop a bunch of villagers here. I don't know how many I dropped, but it was enough. It's that one and that one. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 villagers hanging out in there. Okay. All right. That's cool. That's cool. That's you might be right about that, actually. Some trapdoors over those. We'll see. I mean, it's funny as it is to have them sort of get stuck there. I really don't need them to. Oh, nice. That is super awesome. Thank you for those embers. That is awesome and amazing. Seriously, both of them at the same time. You know how hard it is to get both of those at the same time? All right. I was... Aha! You don't. Yep. No, actually... Oh, there we go. Here, hop in a boat. Hop in a boat. All right, let's do it. Your Uber has arrived. Or maybe you prefer Lyft, and we'll just go with that too. Yeah. No, you're... No, but seriously, thank you for those embers. That is awesome and amazing. And a number of other things. Can I get through that way? Nope. Gotta go this way. Gotta go this way. I misplaced the bed. All right. Oh yeah, he's gonna have fun. He is totally going to have fun in his new swampy home. Yeah, see, I'm hoping if I can get enough villagers over there, again, they'll start breeding and populate that swamp. I do need to get them a few more workplaces and stuff, but right now I'll be happy if it's just a bunch of unemployed swamp dwellers. Which sounds really bad, actually, when put that way. All right, well, we'll just go with it. Oh, and it has been, it's probably been over an hour since I mentioned this is the last day of my Patreon Valentine's Day relaunch event. It's super exciting, for me anyway. But anyone who signs up and is a subscriber on Patreon, I think it ends in about 3 hours, the event does. But anyone who subscribes at any level will get 10,000 tickets that you can use in the Mixed Play gift shop. All right. So let's see now. I don't know where I'm. Oh yeah, turns out boats go a lot faster in the water. Who'd have thought that? Okay. I didn't think I had that many buckets out, but apparently I did. Well, that's okay. That is just fine. Or buckets, barrels. That's the same thing. Buckets, barrels, you know. Where are you going, man? Okay, I think he's discovered the limit of his village knowledge. All right, anyway, I was back here slapping up some roof. Because, you know, you gotta have roofs on houses, otherwise they just leak when it rains. Rain, rain. There we go. All right. So now, let's see. I think what I want to do is... let's grab some of those dark oak planks. And, oops. Well, and I guess I'm going to be down here now, which is probably not too bad. How do I get in here? I've done it. I've got myself lost. Would not be the first time, and it will almost certainly not be the last. All right. Just slap those in there. All right, and then what I want to do is get my box of awesome over here. Well, oh, say, my box of awesome has significantly less awesome in it than I thought it did. All right, I'm just going to run this green glass all the way across like that. Okay? And now, do I have doors in here? I do not. Well, that's fine. I can make some more. 2, 3, and 4. So that is it, huh? All right. Well, that's fine. That's fine. I'll just go make some more. Oh, yeah. See, that looks nice. Right? That looks nice. Cool, cool. Now, there's still the possibility of things spawning on the roof, but yeah, that's fine. No, I'll just go this way. It's like, where do I have a crafting table? Got some around, but there's one right up in here. Yeah, get all up in your crafting table. All right, so I need some panes. Okay. You know, this would be a bigger tragedy, except I have a silk touch pickaxe on my person. It's nice to have one of those around now. The sound of failure doesn't ring quite so loud. Okay, so let's get back over here. Finish putting the glass in. I should have made a door while I was over there too, but I know I've got a bunch of those in my vault, so I'll just get them from there. All right. Yep, I need a door, but otherwise that's fine. Now, it's a little bit awkward walking over somebody else's roof to get into a building, but, you know, sometimes you just have to. I don't know if I've got quite enough glass here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 2 more. Oh, well. So the nice thing about leaving beds everywhere is I always have a place to sleep. All right, well, let's jump to the vault for a minute. Because first off, I need to make some more... or actually just pick up a few more panes. That works. And then I need dark oak doors. Great. All right. Be nice if they decided to, again, create more villagers. That would be ideal. But, you know, you can't always have your ideal. All right, I think I want this door. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That works. And then over here, those ones I definitely want on that side. partly that's a zombie trick. Now I don't know if it 100% if it still works, but it used to be a thing that if a zombie couldn't get on the same level as a door, it couldn't break it down. Villagers can still open it. Pillagers could still open it, but the zombies not so much. So yeah. So here's hoping that's actually still the case, but it's the joy of playing in survival. Yeah. Okay, so now this roof. How do I want to handle this? Also, this, I should probably come in here and just fill in these gaps. Not that it really matters, but I feel better about it. Also, I'm now stuck in a swamp. There we go. Okay, crouching. Crouching is a thing. I should do it. Okay. So I'll go up there and there and there. Okay. Nice. Meanwhile, these guys just can't keep jobs. I mean, the farmers seem to be doing okay, but that's not where that goes. It's not even a little bit where that goes. All right. Yep. Have fun. Hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. And yeah. Let's see. How do I want to do this building? I'm going to do the same type of thing. Angled roof. I think I want this one to go this way. So what I'm going to do is swing around out here. Right, so this is going to come out this way. That cat is just being loud. They do that on occasion, you know? All right, and... well... fiddlesticks. See if I'm... there we go. It's like, hey, is my aim good enough?
Yay!
Alright, so that's gonna go there like that. Yes, friends, we have ourselves the beginning of a roof. It's got a hole in it, but it's there. We have ourselves the beginnings of a roof. Alright. Cool, so I think I'm going to build myself a nice... I really should invest in some scaffolding. I'm so bad about doing stuff like that, though. It's like, you know, scaffolding is cool. Of course, I don't always have a lot of string, because I don't go out spider hunting very often, and you can't just get string from wool anymore. Or actually, anymore. I don't think you ever could. You know, it's just a thing I kind of miss. Oh, come on. You can do it. You can place the bricks. Bricks and blocks everywhere. Alright, so now, because this building's a little bit wider, I think I can go a little bit higher with the slabs. Okay, so that's going to go there. Again, just want to... can I... I wonder if I can see in there just enough to... There we go. Yes! Yes, I can. Yeah, we'll see how high this one comes over here. But I'm going to need to go make a whole bunch more smooth stone, so... Let's go find a crafting table or a stonecutter's wheel and take care of this.
Okay.
Let's see. Llama, llama, bobama, banana, fana, fofama. Me, my, mo, mama. Llama. Okay. Close the door in my face. What's wrong with you, man? Not the smoking. Turns out, smoking is not high on my list of things to do today. All right. Yeah. Now, I don't really expect them to stand on the podiums, but I guess they will. And this llama, man, he is just destined to live up here. Come on, man, get down. I shouldn't have to tell you, your faculty. You know, standing up here is not for you. All right, fine. All right, let's get back over here and finish this roof. Yeah, and then I have to find a good place for the honey building. And I think it's going to be over here in the swamp. But I'm not 100% sure I know where I want to put it. Right? You ever have that issue? It's like, I know I want to build something over here. I'm not entirely sure where. I mean, sure, I built the party house just out there in the middle of the swamp. At the time, I was not really thinking I'd have a lot of reason to come back out here. But, you know, sometimes you just do. Yeah, that would be a fun place to get a couple of villagers out there and have to figure out some crops for them. But okay, oh good. I do still have more dark oak. That's spruce, which is not the same. There we go. Okay. Oops, wrong. You have placed it in the wrong place. It goes there. Get it together, man. When are you going to do it right? Maybe now. Or some other time in the near future.
One of these days I should build a circular farm and call it my crop circle.
A circular farm called a crop circle. Fair enough. Seems like a reasonable idea to me. All right, so just all right, so all right, well, let's see. I think. Yep, there we go. That's where that goes. Hey, Decimal, welcome. Hope you're having a fabulous day today. Okay. It turns out there are vines there. Nice. Saved me from twisted ankle. So how are things going with you? Having a wonderful day, I hope. Okay. So now I think the way this is going to work, I need to see here. Yeah, so if I go up one more, yeah, that's how this needs to go. So go up one more. So these will go across this way. I will apparently fall off. Always important, fall off the stuff. Okay. And torches. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things I can place torches on, and that's that. Okay. All right. Yeah, so this is a house. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to migrate villagers out here to the swamp, like that one. I'm trying to get enough place for them to end up. Well, please tell me there are some vines there. Nope, but there are vines right there. Sweet. I should also maybe think about using the sleep. Because sleeping is good. Yeah, so this'll overlap this way. Right. Yeah, that'll work out beautifully. All right. So let me do a couple things. First off, jump back to my vault. How many blocks of green do I have left? Oh, I've got plenty. Okay, so bring those with me. I am going to need a lot more smooth stone slabs, though. Get those out of my hotbar before I place them in the wrong place. So that'll work. Let me just... I'll just slab all that.
Ta-da!
Is it too much? Maybe it's too much. Let it be too much. All right. Yeah, because if I can get a village here big enough that I can, get these villagers. They've got some food. Not a huge amount, but some. But if I can get these guys to, reproduce, create more little villagers, that'll be good because this is a swamp biome. So I would get swampy villagers, which you can only get by growing villagers yourself in a swamp biome or spawning them. But since I don't have the power to spawn villagers, we'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. And after all, it's just Valentine's Day. Right? They can get the little hearts going. Okay, so this is going to come up like this. All right, come on. Just a little more. Ah! Okay, hey. Water is good. I like water. Involves lots of not breaking things. Also, jumping on stuff is good too. All right, so let's see now. So the way this is going to work down here is I'm going to first get these slabs going all the way across. Okay, come on. Come on, you can do it. Also, I can itch my nose. Because I'll need to get a number of beds in here too. But not that I'm really going to need a zillion villagers out this way. But I want enough that the village looks populated. You know what I mean? Okay. Take this out for just a minute. Because I want to bring up the dark oak like that. Because that's what the glass here is going to stick to. Right? It's just going to run right across like this. Okay. See, just a nice little house with the multi-level roofs. Now, I ran into this design. I was on Mandolin's Discord server. Mandolin is an awesome streamer on Twitch at twitch.tv/Mandolin. And she had somebody in her chat posted, or in her Discord posted, here's a number of roof designs. So, you know what? This would be a fun one to use somewhere. And so I decided to use it here. I also decided that I kind of want to not have monsters spawn on the roof, so drop a few torches there. I should probably do the same thing over here as well. So I don't need a huge number, but I definitely need a few. I don't know if I need some on the top, but I'll put some up there anyway. All right, cool. Now, there's the possibility of roof spawning here, I suppose. But I'm hoping there's enough light. Maybe not. I'll go and put it down here. I was hoping there's going to be enough light that it won't be an issue, but I think it will be. So we'll just keep things going. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some dark oak, and let's finish off the inside of that as best we can. Okay, and then what I'll need to do is slap some slabs just in the gaps. Not super necessary, but I kind of like to. That's the wrong gap. Do it this way. Yeah, see, I was kind of afraid something like that would happen. Okay. All right, mind the gap. Okay, great. So other than needing to throw a whole mess of beds in here, I think that's pretty okay. Grab that dirt that I threw out, but you know. Okay, sweet. So now, got a nice house. Let some light in from the outside as well as from other places, but nice. All right, so I just need to connect this part of the village to that part of the village because there is a little bit of a disconnect. They're far enough apart that these buildings are not quite being seen as being part of that mess. Right, so what I'm going to do is out here, which should be close enough to that building and those. But out here somewhere, I'm going to be building a honey house. And it's going to definitely be a thing. Now, I thought about populating it with bees and stuff. The problem with putting that in the swamp is that, at least if they can get outside, you've got issues. They can't touch the water, otherwise they will die. And it turns out that's bad for bees dying. So, you know, you go with it. Okay, so let's see now. Let's see. So, these guys are still doing their thing. The llamas are still walking around. The fisherman's now up here, so I hear him. Maybe he's outside. Or he's upstairs. That's also a possibility. Turns out there is an upstairs. Oh yeah, see, they're just hanging out. Yeah, just taking a step outside, you know. Enjoying nature, which, you know, you should. Nature's a wonderful thing to enjoy. Yep. Taking a nice rest, you know. But yeah, I absolutely want to get, if I can get these guys, sharing food, which they're probably okay, especially the farmers. I think I've got enough beds nearby that they can be okay. I suppose if I wanted to be really sure about things, I'd go this way. Yeah, and just slap some more beds down. Then there would definitely be enough beds. Actually, let's go ahead and put these on the floor. You know, just to open this up here a little bit. All right. There we go. Ta-da! All right, great. So I can make a few more beds in this way, and it'll all be wonderful and stuff, right? Sure. A nice little glass window. Just look out at the world. I'm kind of wondering if I shouldn't have put the stone. That's all right. No, it's fine. I don't need to second guess myself. It's okay. What I should do, though, is grab some jack-o'-lanterns. And I'm gonna put one right down there. I'm gonna slap one right down over here. That should help keep things reasonably well lit. All right. Yeah, so, okay. Is it more of a hostel than a dorm? Yeah. It's all good. I was just really hoping these guys would start breeding, but they're not really getting into the spirit of the plan here. Of, hey, let's create more villagers. And you gotta keep the door closed so the llamas don't get out. They don't quite understand this, but that's the rule. Keep the llamas in the house. Hi. All right, great. Well, looking at the time, things are going reasonably okay. At least that is the thought. See, eventually what I want to do is put some glass here. Probably right across like that. So, you know, I've got a nice glass, you know, bay window. I think do the same thing here so you can look out at the swamp. And then I want to expand some beds, maybe some work sites, a little bit of something down this hallway as well. I might build some flavor of rooms or something. Look, it's a mall. I'll just build some 3x3 stalls where, you know, with work sites and beds, and let the villagers all do stuff. That's totally a thing. Absolutely. All right. So, this is doing all right. I know. Now I want to take one last quick pass before I sign off. I want to check on my different towns and see how the repopulation is going. Right. These guys are still doing stuff. I don't have villagers stuck in compost bins, so that's a plus. Okay. So am I hearing little villagers? Yeah, not as much as I would like. But definitely hearing some. I think. Did I hear some? Maybe. Of course, if they filled all the beds, they won't reproduce, so I'll have to add. Might have to add more beds. Come on, close the door. Let's check. Let's check this little village over this way. Which, yeah, there was. What's it? Drakester who was German. This has sort of German stylings, or at least that's what I tell myself. Okay, that guy is lost. He made it onto the. He made it outside the gate and forgot how to get back in. Oh, now it drops in. You know, it's not that far. I mean, I could open this up so we can get through that way, but... Ow. Yeah, just live over here. See? You can do it. You can do it. I think I'm going to have to bring 2 or 3 more villagers over here. I can't remember. I used to have a bell over here, but I think I moved it. Because this would be a place I would definitely hang a bell. There's actually a town square. Maybe where this campfire is or something along those lines would be nice. I don't think any villagers have made it into the inn here yet. Which is okay. You know, it's a nice place to be, but it's all right if they're not. So let's check out now. Let's check out what's going on here. Right, I've got definitely have some villagers doing, you know, villagery things. I'm not hearing any children, which is unfortunate. I mean, I like kids. Kids are good. Now, I did take some villagers over here at the beginning of the stream as well. And one of them was a baby, should have grown up at this point. Or, of course, I've been away, far enough away that probably he's not spawning, or not existing. Turns out the villagers have to exist in order to grow. I know, it's sort of a weird thing, but that's absolutely true. Of course, you know what would be good? Maybe I'll build a honey house out this way. I mean, there's still some water, but it would make a little bit more sense over by all those flowers. Yeah, maybe I'll build honey house over here. That would make more sense than putting it in the swamp. All right, cool. All right. Well, this is not quite where I wanted to be, so I'll just come back to the vault. All right. So, that was fun. That was fun. All right. Let's see if I can get my... I'll just pull up the webcam here. There we go. I do want to thank all of you for joining me. But again, the fun doesn't stop just because the event ends, which is in 2 hours. I'm going to be done streaming, but you still have a little bit of time to subscribe, join the community over on Patreon at patreon.com/musicforgaming, and get in on all of that. If you subscribe now, then you'll get those 10,000 tickets, though that's going to be ending again in a couple of hours. So it's awesome. Lots of good stuff there, so be sure to check that out. All right, let's go and fire up those end credits. And I do want to thank, again, all of you for joining me today. And for Drakester for the Embers, and for new followers, Drakester as well. So y'all are awesome and amazing at the same time. Seriously, y'all are great. And until next time, when is next time? Next time I am streaming on Tuesday and Thursday next week. This is my regular schedule, starting at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, U.S. Mountain Standard Time. If you follow me on Twitter or join the Discord or Patreon, I post the schedule every Monday, so you'll be able to see what I've got going on. And again, I stream Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.